We hit the thing. All right, ready?
Woo-hoo.
All right, we got debate 109.
Yeah.
What do you think this is about?
Debating.
No.
Oh.
Welcome to another episode of First Action Fan Reaction. I'm your host, Dara Whitman, and here with me is my lovely co-host,
Cailin Cluthier.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you today?
Good.
Fabulous.
We've been recording all day.
We've been recording all day.
And luckily we still had some fun in the last couple episodes of recording.
I had some fun in these last couple episodes, so like I'm ready, man.
All right.
Let's do it.
Well, first let's talk about we're still in Community, by the way. We're still in season 1. Season 1, episode 9, debate 109.
Nice.
So, hooray.
Debate. Let's talk. Let's fight.
Let's
fight right now.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you have anything to fight about?
I'm just feeling in the spirit, in the mood.
Okay. So the big plot point is that the school, Greendale, is going against City College in their debate team thing. And it looks like Annie's on the team.
Okay.
So hooray. But,
yay. Because that sounds like she would do something like that. She's just involved in all things academic, and I feel like debate team is a very academic venture.
The guy says, "Good morning, Greendale. Just a reminder, our debate team will bring home the championship tomorrow versus City College. Go human beings."
Great. Now I gotta start.
Go
the
human
whole
beings.
joke over again.
Accurate. But in the study room, we don't. That's like the first thing we learn about that, and then we get to, after the theme, we get to the rest of the plot of that. But the other points are Britta's trying to quit smoking.
Yes.
And it looks like she's going cold turkey, which, like...
You shouldn't do. That's hard.
Don't quit... Like, as somebody who doesn't think people should smoke because it's a bad habit...
Yeah.
Even though, like, sometimes I like the sounds of, like, the sounds of it.
Okay.
That sounds weird.
Interesting.
I have an app that kind of helps with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway. But... don't quit cold turkey. Just, like, get some patches. If you eat, like, cut back.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. But, she decided to quit cold turkey. It's very tense.
No! I've got one for you. A doddering old fool walks into a bar, tells a stupid joke, and I crush his windpipe with my 3-ring binder.
I don't get it.
Britta's trying to give up cigarettes.
Don't tell them my business. I will slap that smug look right off your pointy face.
Britta, I'm saying this because I care about you and you're my friend. You need to start smoking again.
I really think you should.
Absolutely.
Don't quit cold turkey.
Right.
Really great. You do smoke.
Guys, I really appreciate your support, but I've got to quit this time.
And Pierce offers his genius
Yes.
in hypnotherapy.
Right.
And Britta kind of feels bad because she yelled at him. She's like, okay. Sure.
Have you thought about hypnotherapy?
I know a dynamite hypnotherapist.
10 to
Do
1
we?
says it's him.
His name is Pierce Hawthorne.
And
Oh my God.
I'm very effective.
Can you help me block out people's voices I find extremely annoying?
Jeff, she's right there.
Pierce, I would be grateful for your help.
You would? Super. I'll set it up.
What? I feel bad for him. Plus, I just yelled at him.
You yelled at me too.
Oh, did I hurt your feelings, pointy face?
Wow. Wow.
The other plot point is that Troy looks at the film department's website.
Yes.
And sees all of Abed's films,
Right. Which is like, yeah.
which basically Community.
Which is just like a recreation of the TV show.
What else is new? Jeff! Lola.
Jeff, stop being so relaxed. We need to talk to you about... We know you're living out of your car. Why on Lord's good earth are you living out of your car, boy?
Those people look just like us. That's eerie.
Fine. It's true. I'm living out of my car. And I don't want anyone's help.
We had almost that exact conversation last week.
Yeah, but Abed posted this video 2 weeks ago.
That boy's a soothsayer.
This is wrinkling my brain.
This is wrinkling my brain.
That's wrinkling my brain.
Episodes. But the issue is that he filmed, like, so the one we see is the episode that we last watched where Jeff was homeless.
Yeah, correct.
The issue is that he filmed that 2 weeks before all that happened.
Right.
So, we're thinking Abed might be psychic.
Abed is a wizard.
Or is he?
A wizard, I tell you.
I thought he was Batman.
He can be anything he wants to be.
Then we cut to the hallway and we find out that Annie's debate team partner dropped out, so they want Jeff.
Right, because like that was his job, basically. His professional job was to debate things.
Or plot convenience.
It's also convenient for the plot, yes.
But he doesn't want to do it, obviously, because it's, debate.
Yeah, because it's beneath him, as everything is.
Everything is. But the dean kind of says, like, hey, like, do you want anything, like a plum parking spot, a night of companionship?
If you know what I mean.
You know what I mean?
Jeff, I mean, who better than a former lawyer to really stick it to those city college snobs and their star debater, Simmons?
Simmons.
Pass.
Simmons.
Okay, no. Okay, wait. Okay, no. Listen, jerkwad. Oh, I'm sorry. That got heated. Greendale needs a win. The best compliment our sports program gets is that our basketball team is really gay. So, what's it gonna take? You know, a plum parking space, free meals, or a night of companionship, if you know what I mean.
He says, like, I'll take the parking spot, and then agrees.
Yeah.
So hooray. And because basically they want to win against City College because they're going up against Jeremy Soul Patch Simmons.
Yes.
Oh, Simmons. So we have like our first kind of like round of debates, and so the debate is man inherently good or evil,
Right.
and so they're on the side of man is evil. The Greendale is.
Yes.
So Andy kind of like says her thing first, and it's like it's fine.
Yeah.
Simmons comes up. Simmons comes up and like presents himself, and it's kind of just like takes over everything, and then the City College is like really into it.
As Golding's Lord of the Flies demonstrates, man, when left to his own devices, will descend to chaos and evil.
And now, from City College, Jeremy Simmons.
Wow. Great. Oh, that's always so sad when like another school got like a hell of a team, and you're like, right? They bring like a whole team out to like you know, just like hype them up. So you ever been in an event where like the one school has like a bunch of people there and like your school has no people?
Well, usually it was my school. I
Yeah.
didn't really go to other events. I just went to the ones like at my school, and like that side was fun, and then the other team side wasn't.
Yeah. No, I was at a school where like we didn't really not big crowds, I would say.
Well, I know our football team was like fairly popular, but
yeah.
Anyway, so Simmons does that, and he, does pretty well. People like it, and then Jeff comes in and is being Jeff.
This feels so formal. Let's just talk. People are evil. They can't help it. I didn't catch your name.
It's Jean.
Take Jean here. She spent a lot of time this morning making herself look so lovely. Tell me, Jean, how many people bothered to tell you how great you look today?
None.
Man is evil.
You just said how great I look.
For my own selfish purposes. The fact is, as hot as you look.
Right. He's just like, he thinks that he doesn't need to prepare anything. Like, can debate with his eyes closed. So he just comes in and wings the whole thing.
But I don't think he did that bad. Like, honestly, like, he had points.
Right. He did have points, but
he went over the top.
Well, yes. And there's like a structure to debate and how you do it, like in an academic and competitive nature. Like, there's like certain things that you have to, like, there's certain structures and certain things that you have to hit and do, like X, Y, Z. So it's like a rubric, and you have to meet the rubric.
Right, which he doesn't.
He does not meet the rubric. It's like, yeah.
So then they lose that round, and then as they're about to have the second round, the basketball team comes in, and they realize that they rented out so then they have to cancel the debate.
The very gay basketball team, which is the best sports team they have.
I only got 8?
She got 8. You got 0. It's debate, not American Idol.
Yeah, there's rules.
Nice work, LA Law. All sizzle, no steak.
I don't care, dude. I'm doing this for a parking space.
Let's go, boys. Come on, let's go. I want to see some hustlers out here. Let's go.
My Zeus, what sort of jackassery is this? We're in the middle of a championship debate.
We reserved the gym for practice, so. Yep. They reserved it. Okay.
Right. So they have to cancel the event till tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And so at first, like, Jeff just does, like, he's a little bit upset because as something that I'll bring up also is Abed kind of explains his films and why he's not psychic. He just, like, can read everybody.
He's very good at reading people.
And the one thing that he reads about Jeff is that, like, he's very vain and, like, he doesn't like to... What am I thinking? Like, he gets more upset than he wants to lead on.
Yes.
I know what you're gonna say. You watch my movies on the website.
He's a witch!
Get him! No, I'm not a witch. I'm a student of human character. I know you guys also well. I can predict your behavior. Like, Shirley, I know you're a sweet, Christian, generous person. Oh, that's nice. I also know you have thinly veiled rage issues. Careful, boy. Here, check this out. May I?
Yeah.
Jeff's character acts like nothing around here affects him, but things bother him more than he lets on.
Right.
So he gets upset about this, and then the next thing you know, it's like Simon comes out and is being a dick.
Right.
Sing? I like to sing too. 0-4 wing up. Kick that with a big shot. Yeah. Now he's a loser.
Lay off, Simmons. Jeff didn't understand the rules.
Yeah? What's your excuse, 8 points?
Rude.
Dude, leave her out of this.
Little Annie Adderall.
Oh, that's not
was
nice.
an outcast in high school.
Right, he's being like, you know, like the guy who's good at something, just being like, oh, look at you. Haha.
Yeah, and then Jeff's like, you know what, fine, we're gonna win this debate.
Right.
So Jeff and Annie are gonna go study.
Yeah. But yes, because, yeah, and Annie only got, I think, did we say that Annie only got like 8 points? She's not very good. But yes, you have to make sure that you like nail the points that you need to do.
Right. So for the hypnotherapy, Britta's just playing along like Pierce actually can't do this.
Your own breathing. And when you feel the desire to light up a cigarette, you will associate these urges with the things in your life that disgust you. Bad tasting food, sex with men, wearing attractive clothing. And
See, comedy.
Oh, God! I think I really hurt myself. Somebody help me! Oh, Rita, wake up! Why did I put you under so well? Damn my talent!
And then at one point he just like falls on, because they're in the music room and he just falls on all these instruments.
Yeah.
You're like, why are they in the music room? The answer is comedy.
The answer is for physical comedy, yes.
And then Pierce is like, so that's like that. So that comes back to the film bit where Abed is explaining how we can predict all the stuff to happen.
Right.
Like basically saying like you're all predictable. Like he said something with like Shirley and then with Troy and that kind of thing. And the some stuff that's happening in the video, the next video, is that Troy's gonna cry.
Yeah.
And Pierce is gonna hurt his leg.
Right.
Which we see Pierce walk in with a hurt leg.
Right.
Why am I crying? Would I accidentally listen to Come Sail Away by Styx again?
You don't have to worry, Troy. It's just a movie. I can't predict the future.
I hurt my leg!
About that.
What up, happy people?
You telling my future right now, you evil wizard?
But Troy hasn't cried yet.
No.
Until after.
But he will.
He will cry because Brett apparently said something to him, and then he cries. And then Shirley's like, you're psychic.
Right.
To Abed.
Yeah, because Britta's whole thing is that while she's trying to quit, she's lashing out at people.
I liked you better when you were smoking.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're right. My feet are long and stupid. You can't unring that bell. Oh, no.
That's my newspaper.
What do you need a paper for? You knew what was going to happen yesterday. Your Middle Eastern magic 8-ball. Pierce hurt his leg. Britta made Troy cry. What's my destiny? We're going down a car. Is it going to happen soon?
Shirley, I have no psychic abilities. I'm just an entertainer. But if it'll make you feel any better, here, let me show you what I'm working on.
Because her body's like, ah.
Right.
Yeah.
But then Abed's like, no, I'm not psychic. Like, here's my next movie, which is basically Shirley getting attacked by chased by a werewolf, which, like... It's fine.
I'm sorry. Is that me being chased down by a werewolf?
Yeah. And that's how you behave in that situation, no?
The situation being me being chased down by a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's Jeff locking lips with Annie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're a fool.
So in the experiment, Stanford students were divided into prisoners and guards.
Like, that's pretty unlikely.
Right.
Let's be honest. And then, like, the other unlikely thing is obviously, like, we think that, like, Jeff and Annie are going to start making out. Like, also very unlikely.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Two things where it's like, haha, things so ridiculous that obviously they couldn't happen. And Abed is like, yeah, like, it's not going to happen.
All right, so Jeff and Annie are studying for the debate.
Yes.
Jeff's getting a tension headache.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like it. And he's also, like...
He's not used to putting effort into things.
Well, and then Annie's like, you should start putting effort into things. And then Jeff's like, well, like, you didn't do great either. Like, you're still, like, uptight. And then she's like, you're right. I think you're right. Like maybe like I do need to loosen up a bit. So like she like, takes her.
Yeah.
And then stuff happens.
She's growing.
Thanks. Be careful. I bet thinks you two are gonna kiss. Ridiculous.
Us kissing. That is ridiculous.
Totally.
Let's not.
We should get back to work.
Yes.
We're gonna go to work. It's fine.
Okay. The people are inherently evil.
Oh, we can use this Hobbes quote.
Well, yeah. Well, Shirley does like make the comment, be like, "Ha ha."
And then she comes in and is like,
yeah.
I've been thinking you guys are gonna kiss. It's so cute.
That's so funny.
But
Right.
you planted that in their heads.
Now it's in their heads.
Now it's in their heads, and like they're thinking about it.
Right.
I'm sure nothing else will happen when we sexualize Annie a bit, but I'm assuming that's not gonna happen.
Right. Not at all.
Anyway, so then she takes off like her, because she had like a sweater like around her neck, so then she takes that off and is like,
Yeah, she has a very nice V.
Man is a collection of base animal urges. To act on them and experience sinful pleasure would be morally no different than taking a breath. That's poignant, right?
Yeah. You know, maybe we should study alone.
Yeah.
Separately.
Uh-huh. That way we can be more reproductive. Productive! Bye! What is... Oh, you forgot your phone!
Well, I can get another one.
very nice V. And then she goes over to Jeff and is like, hey, look at this comment. And it's kind of like...
Spilling over. Not quite, but almost.
And Jeff is...
Very pretty.
Like... confused and we've got to bring this up that like there is like that like the fact that Annie's 18.
I was thinking about that the whole time.
Right.
Like she's very young. Like she.
I think
like,
it's fine if she's crushing on him.
Right, and he's like a lot older than her. But it's really funny because I actually really like the tension in this scene.
Yeah.
The scene is very entertaining. I think that's just because that's the kind of like tension that I like.
Yeah.
Or like when it comes to like romantic or sexual tension where it's like very comedic and very just like we are just avoiding like the elephant in the room and it's like very comedic. Not that I ship these two together, not that I like, again, there's like a age difference there which like is very glaring and obvious. So it's not something that I like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But just like the comedy and layout of the scene was very entertaining for me and I really enjoyed watching it.
I mean, I will say Alison Brie's like not 18,
Right.
She was significantly older,
Right.
But like I agree with that, and then also like I think I appreciate the fact that like Jeff is aware that she's 18 and like feels shame
Right.
that he's starting to feel these feelings.
Yeah.
And like you don't even know if they're like romantic. It's kind of maybe just like sexual. He's kind of like, you know what, bye.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And then just like we all like we know it's here and we don't want to address it and we're just going to try to continue as normal as possible and nothing goes normal. That's very funny. So I'll admit I like the scene.
And then we cut to the next debate thing around, and Jeff is like more presentable and like actually prepared.
Yeah, he like looks like he's on the debate team now and he's like ready to go.
Oh, look at him.
Hey, Sizzle. What are you gonna sing tonight? I'm in the mood for some Sade. Okay.
In the Stanford prison experiment, 21 out of 21 students, when given absolute power, abused and tortured their fellow students. My competitor likens people to pure falling snow. I would respond, there is none righteous, no.
And there's just like a montage of like debate stuff.
Yeah.
Named Jesus.
It's on!
Survival of the fittest wires an impulse to eliminate people into our hearts.
Counterpoint.
Mother Teresa, Joan of Arc.
Mother Teresa? Mother Teresa?
Nuclear family.
Abu Ghraib.
Apu from The Simpsons.
Double rejoinder.
Telemarketers.
Organ donors.
Execution.
Ketchup is a vegetable.
Wow, this is a real barn burner. Oh, God, did I just say cross burner?
No, you did not.
We are making a
I like that kind of thing. Hold on. Pierce has another hypnotherapy session with Britta and realizes that she was faking it.
Yeah.
And tries to like just like say stuff that's like not gonna be likely, where it's like
Right, ridiculous.
you're gonna want to like have sex with me, blah blah blah.
You'll find yourself attracted to slightly older men. Perhaps some barrel-chested stud with just enough tummy to love. You'll want to buy him dinner. Then go back to his hot tub. Perhaps you'll invite one of your friends to join us for a three-way. Maybe someone with low self-esteem and slightly larger breasts.
Who the hell, you disgusting pig?
Aha!
Pierce, I was awake the whole time. I was faking it.
I know, I saw you.
Yeah.
And then more falling.
Yeah.
Back to the base. So it was like a montage of like the City College and Greendale like going back and forth and just like saying stuff that's like both good and bad.
Right. Like just like naming like people and like things.
Although
and,
Mother
like,
Teresa.
Mother Teresa.
When do we find out
could debate that one.
When do we find out the truth about Mother Teresa?
That's a good question. I don't know that. I don't know much Mother
This was
Teresa.
like 2009, so if it was before.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So we keep going, but Greendale's actually doing really well. And I kind of like the line that Jeff and Annie's kind of say. It's like, we work so well together. I know, we're so in sync. It's like for a song.
Amazing team.
I know, we're so in sync. We're like a perfect duet. A great side, Professor Women. You're
But it looks like they're winning.
Right, yeah.
And
right.
so, because the dean comes up and says, like, it would take a miracle for City College to win. So then Simmons just, like, decides to go off book.
That was very funny. Right,
And,
drops his notes.
He drops his notes. And we didn't mention it, so, like, Simmons is in a wheelchair.
Yes, yeah.
And so his going off script is that as he just, like, rolls over his, like, wheelchair to Greendale and then just, like, shoots himself.
Just, like, he, like, kind of launches himself. He, like, sets himself up to, like, launch himself because he's like, oh, like, he's not like, I can use my disability as an advantage, but he's like, oh, I'm in a unique position. Let me exploit this.
So then he launches up, and then Jeff catches him.
Right.
Because, like, you know.
Because it's the default thing that you do, right?
Default thing you do. And then he's like, he hates me, yet he caught me. Man is good.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, they
Everyone's
win.
like, oh.
Well, Greendale's like, aw.
Right.
They win. And then Annie just goes up to Jeff and kisses him.
Yeah. Whoa.
I bet.
He was horny, so he dropped him. Man is evil.
We did it.
It's hysterical. We did it. That's hysterical. That is hysterical. This poor man.
And then Jeff drops
He drops Simmons. He just drops this poor man on the ground. He just flops. The poor guy.
And then her thing is that he was horny, so he dropped him. Man is evil.
Yeah.
And then Greendale wins.
Greendale wins, yep.
Do you have thoughts on that?
It was kind of funny. It was terrible, but it was funny. God, that was really bad.
But like, you know, it wasn't like a fully, I mean, Annie might have wanted to kiss Jeff, and like, I don't blame her, but like, you understood why she did it.
No, exactly. No, it came up it happened in like the best way, like in the way that made sense. So like, yeah, no, that was like the execution of it was good.
But I think
the whole thing was.
I think Jeff's so confused, and he just needs to go to the corner.
Yeah.
Eat that, Simmons!
That off good enough for you?
Jeff, go to the corner.
Just give it some time. Think about it.
Right. But also, like, that kind of also makes a prediction in Abed's movie, because remember, they're going to kiss.
Yes, correct.
So that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what happens?
Britta,
well, everybody's walking out of the debate, and then Shirley keeps saying that Abed is, like, psychic and still.
Yeah.
But then he's like, oh, no, don't worry, like, my next movie, we're going to see that Pierce is a genius. And they're like,
ridiculous.
But then Britta comes out and says because, like, during that whole, like, debate thing, Britta was about to go for a smoke. But she couldn't smoke, and then she disappears. I can't think about smoking without, like, imagine myself having sex in your hot tub. You're a genius.
Let me go.
She's got robbed. They kissed. You have powers. I'm a werewolf.
Shirley, I don't have powers. Trust me. In my next film, we discover that Pierce is an actual genius.
That's not gonna happen.
No, it's not.
Pierce, I can't smoke a cigarette without thinking of a three-way in your hot tub. You did it.
Yes, I did.
You're a genius.
Who's the third?
You did great in there.
Let's take this bacchanalia outside.
Full moon tonight.
Somebody save Shirley.
Right, because it absolutely just disgusted her. So.
And then Professor Whitman comes out and he says there's gonna be a full moon. So then Abed's like, "Oh no, Shirley."
Yeah.
And also there's like a little like goodbye thing with like Jeff and Annie, and there's still kind of that like tension.
Yeah, but he just does like the head pat is very funny because it's just like it says like, I recognize that I am significantly older than you and you were small and I appreciate you, but also like, and it says so much in like one little gesture.
And I
really
like want to, but I shouldn't, so
Right.
we're gonna go.
Well, I'm going this way, so...
Well, congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, Hal.
Hal.
Friend, compadre.
Conrad.
Just pat me.
Right.
Which like good for him.
Good for him.
The end. But the end tag is the actors group, because there's different actors playing in the Abed's movie. So it's actor Troy and actor Abed, and they're doing the Spanish rap.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Me llamo tipo la arena discoteca.
Discoteca, muñeca, la biblioteca. Es un bigote grande, pero manteca.
Manteca, biblioteca, gigante.
Cut. Let me ask a question. Do you hate this? Do you hate doing this? Do you? Let me talk to you. Can I talk to you? Just hold on. Do you hate this? What is it?
Just have fun with it. Take 36.
Right.
And then Troy's just getting upset.
Yeah.
And then it's doing like 39.
Oh, it's terrible. But yes, it's film is hard, I guess.
It is hard. So what did we learn today?
Today we learned hold on. Today we learned smoking is bad. Hypnotherapy leads to some great physical comedy.
Well, I mean, he didn't know hypnotherapy, and that is the thing.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hypnotherapy is a thing. If you understand human behavior, you unlock the keys to the future.
Okay.
And make sure that you prepare when you sign up for something.
True.
Okay.
Have you been in any debates like in school?
I did like the 5th grade.
Oh.
It's been a while since I've had to like do a debate. But I did debate club in the 5th grade.
Was it fun?
Sure, I had fun.
I remember
it was a good way to speak out loud.
I did a debate in high school, and the sides it was for English, and the sides were because we were reading Hamlet. So is Hamlet crazy, or was Hamlet crazy, or was he was he normal?
Right.
So we were going off back and forth like stuff he was thinking.
That's interesting. That's a really interesting.
My
debate.
rebuttal, which I'm proud of, was that Hamlet was correct.
Oh.
So was he crazy? Probably, but he was right.
Yes. Interesting. Very good.
I did it. Let's get to during the debate, so for Name That Tune, pop culture references, during the debate, Jeff sings Evil Woman.
Yep. Yeah, Evil Woman. Very good.
Jeff is wearing Burberry clothing. Both the shirt and trouser socks feature the signature Burberry checks design.
Okay.
Simmons refers to Jeff as LA Law. American Idol's mentioned a few times.
Yep.
Jeff mentions like Harley. The Simpsons is mentioned.
Yeah, very good.
Professor Whitman mentions the E channel when asking Jeff to join the debate team. The name Debate 109 references the episode of production coded as the 9th episode of season 1.
Okay.
Trivia. So actually, if you click on the wiki, there's like a script. There's a link to the script of this episode. because in the commentary there was revealed that there was a minor subplot involving Annie's attraction to Simmons, which was deemed unnecessary once the chemistry between Jeff and Annie was shown to be strong enough to carry the episode by itself.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I feel like that. I like reading that. I'm like, I'm kind of glad they cut that out.
Right. I think that would have been too much.
I agree. So that's that episode, and you had fun with it?
I did have fun with it. I did enjoy that one. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about that. I think I said what I needed to say.
Yeah.
On that. But yeah, that tension is very funny.
I give you like what kind of tension that you like between people, and I guess like if it's like just like purely for comedy, then it's okay.
Yeah, it's not even that. There's like I guess it's, I don't know. I don't like because my thing is with like romantic plots or like romantic plots in shows. Like I rarely like the A couple. I'm always way more interested in like the alpha couple. I'm way more interested in what like the beta couples do.
Yeah.
So it's more like the main tension, the will they or won't they, like the main duo. Like I never care about them.
Mm-hmm.
Like very rarely I'm like, oh, like I'm interested in what they're doing. I am way more fascinated with like stuff that happens on the side.
Yeah.
Because it feels less like contingent on the plot, I guess. I'm not sure if that's the correct wording I want there. But like that, that doesn't interest me at all.
That's fine.
So like side stuff when it happens is usually pretty funny and done in a way where less is like hinging on it. So
right.
That's how I feel about that.
All right. Well, that's the end of that episode. Woo. Stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to talk about Season 1, Episode 10, Environmental Science.
Oh, yeah.
So then the guy says to the housekeeper, make sure she's dead. Stop me if you've heard this one before.
Very nice to have that option 27 minutes ago.
The housekeeper says to the guy, we don't have a pool.
Guards immediately straight
Someone's werewolf gonna come.
Weird pain.
I'm looking forward to the werewolf inevitably showing up.
stress headache.
Drum solo. Drum solo.
Do not help me up.